Hi, I'm Mark Ramprakash and welcome to the Wisden's Essentials on Batting. When we're taught as kids to play and to bat against bowlers, we're often taught to just stand still, watch the ball and react. However, as we get older, we hear this word triggers. What does it mean? Well, the idea of it is when you're pushed playing against pace bowling, when you're pushed for time, that you might move into a position early to save yourself time. So at the point of release, if someone moves, they feel like they may have more rhythm to react quicker and to be able to transfer weight either forward or back. The key thing is with a trigger is that when you move, it's the timing of it. If you go too early, you can get stuck again. And then if you go too late, you're on the move. You've also got to be careful of your head moving back and forward and being off balance. The other thing about triggers is, where do they take you at the point of release? So someone like Kevin Peterson, he started off here, probably on leg, stump and leg, and he had this big movement across the stumps. Well, that can be tricky because on a Monday, you might go back and across to middle stump. On a Tuesday, you might go back and across to off stump. So it may not be consistent. Someone like Joe Root tends to go bat on middle and tends to go straight back and then forward. Now there's a fluidity to what he does. He tends to go back and then just float this front foot. Now the timing of that becomes really important. And sometimes you can get out of sync and be a bit early or a bit late with the floating front foot. Someone like Virat Kohli, he tends to move his back foot, keeping his head very much on his left shoulder, moves his back foot, and just at release, starts to have a light front foot. Can he get forward? Yes. If it's short, he can rock from there from a well-balanced position. So triggers, there are many of them. You have to find what works for you, but the idea of them is to save time, and the benefit of them is you have to try and be well balanced at the point of release when facing pace bowling. Initially, you want to try and get the stance correct, and they might possibly looking to ease forward. At the point of release, they're just looking to ease forward onto that front foot, but not a heavy step, a light step, okay? How do trigger movements come about? Well, if a player who gets to 16, 17, 18 and they start to face quicker bowling and they're pushed for time, they'll go into the nets with a coach and start to explore different foot movements and what feels comfortable for them. It's not unusual that someone can go with a trigger movement for 18 months and then decide actually they don't like it. And so Michael Vaughan, for example, didn't start particularly with a trigger movement when he was 19, 20, but then developed one in his mid-20s that was very effective, but very individual for him. I like small, repeatable movements. So for my trigger, if I show you from this side, what I used to do, I had a little back foot movement. So my back would come up, a little back foot movement, and then I'm just thinking on a light front foot, can I get forward? So here it can repeat quite easily because the movement is small and I just have to get a transfer of weight and I'm in a balanced position to play the shots, and therefore I save myself time against pace. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more of Wisden's series on the essentials of batting, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and keep your eyes peeled for the next video.